Greetings and welcome to the weekly edition of the Safe Crypto Show. I am your host, Tyler Jordan, with co-hosts Mike and Jason. Each episode attempts to cover a range of topics, beginning with a global market cap review and a look at the past week's movers and shakers. Next, a discussion of general crypto news and happenings. Then we consider new and interesting projects and ICOs, all followed by a brief discussion of the weekly tech update by MAIDSAFE. Let's get started with the show. Safe Crypto Show disclaimer. Please keep in mind at all times that we, the hosts and guests of the Safe Crypto Show, are not offering or giving investment advice. We only state our personal opinions and thoughts on our own interests. By watching, you agree to not hold us responsible for any losses you may incur by executing trades or by maintaining holds based upon the subjects discussed in our episodes. It is Friday, the 10th of March, 2018. Today I'm joined by my co-host, Mike. Let's begin. Welcome, Mike. Thanks for joining the show today.
Glad to be here again.
So, we've had a really rough week in the crypto markets. Let's get into the weekly roundup. Topic 1, our global market cap review. I've got the 7-day chart pulled up here. You can see Bitcoin dominance has dropped a little bit, hasn't it? Or is it? Maybe I'm wrong. It's 41.4. Maybe it's gone up. I'm not sure. Might have to click that little thing to see there. Just have a look.
Looks like it has gone up in the past week or so.
Yeah, so it has gone up a bit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember it in the high 30s. Now it's low 40s.
Yeah.
So retreating to the safe Bitcoin haven.
Right. That's possibly what's happening. There's been a lot of talk about on the news, Bitcoin's crashing, blah blah blah. But I think everything else has been going down more than Bitcoin. So it's not so much that Bitcoin's crashing, it's that the total market cap has dropped significantly. We started out the week at about a market cap of nearly 460 billion, 456.7 billion. And today I've got 373.3.4 billion. So, nearly, over the week it did drop 100 billion. It's recovered a tiny bit today.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looked like it's up from 344, 345. So it's not as low as it was, but still lower than it started.
Yeah, it's been pretty bloody this week. I've looked through so much news this week, and I couldn't really find any particular thing that could be causing this sort of thing. So I guess that it's just general nervousness and profit taking. There is, continual talk from different governments about increasing regulation, regulate this, regulate that. So that could be influencing it. Well, certainly it is. But that's been going on for months and months. So I'm not sure if there's any particular thing motivating this downtrend. It just seems to me general nervousness and insecurity about what's going on. Maybe insecurity in the general financial marketplaces, and people are kind of pulling back and more holding cash and trying to be more liquid. Not that Bitcoin isn't cash, but some people just aren't used to thinking of it like that. So.
Well, we're back to where we were 3 months ago, while it was starting to do its great big run up and stuff. So compared to what it was at the beginning of the year during the peak of the fervor, it looks like it's down quite a bit. But when you look at it, we're where we were 3 months ago. So
that's right. I pulled up the 3-month chart here. You can see that's basically, there's the line. You can see
pretty
we're
much the
right
same.
Around the 400 billion mark there. Yep. Well, let's go on to the next topic, the biggest gainers this week. I'm not sure there's much in here that's really a top coin sort of thing. We do have something of interest is BitUSD and BitCNY. That's BitShares. Those are supposed to be like stable coins that track the US dollar versus the Chinese yen, and the Chinese yen, not versus. So they shouldn't be going actually up or down, but I think that shows just the market there isn't so big, so it is manipulated a bit. Further down, though, you can also see at the bottom there, number 29 and 30 is Tether and Dai. Those are also stable coins, and even those have been pushed up, which is an indication that people are really paranoid really concerned about the downturn and are buying so much of these that it's actually pushing the price up, even though they're stable coins. So, yeah, that's interesting. It typically happens when the markets go down in a pretty big way. So, yeah, storage is in there. PayPal. So they've gone up a bit. I'm not sure. Is there anything else there that looks like a top 50 or 100 coin? Oh, credits is number 5, and we've talked about
Yeah,
credits quite a bit.
that's what
There
I
we
was about
go.
to say.
It's not in
Credits
the
is there.
top 100 yet, but it's pretty close. Had a 90% gain. Now, we did a show on credits. We were telling people that they should get in on that. We may talk about that a bit more later, but yeah, we put a fair bit into that ourselves, and we're pretty happy with that. So I reckon it's got quite a bit more to go yet. So
Yep, it's brand new, so lots of
yeah,
volatility for it in the near future,
yeah.
I'm expecting.
It did go on the KuCoin exchange this week, and I reckon once it gets on, KuCoin's still a very small exchange. But once it gets on something like Binance, it's going to do well. All right, our next one, Blocktivity. We look at the blocktivity.info. Look at what's happening there. Steam still at the top. Ethereum number 2. Ethereum is maxed out.
They seem to have been there.
18,893 unconfirmed transactions. So Ethereum's got big problems, folks, and it's going to continue to have big problems. More and more ICOs coming in, more and more people using Ethereum. Some of these decentralized exchanges like EtherDelta and there's another one, maybe there's another 2 or 3 actually, that are coming up, taking up some of the and when you use those decentralized exchanges, they're dealing directly with Ethereum blockchain. So it's just it's really saturating Ethereum, and it's causing major problems. So I'm not sure what the solution is in the short term, aside from using other platforms like maybe Ethereum Classic, something to spread out the load. You can see Ethereum Classic's at number 6 there, but it still has plenty of room to go.
Yeah, the thing that I'm pretty surprised about is for Bitcoin, since it had the Lightning Network, I would have thought that it would be down more than just down to 40% or 42%, as I see. That seems kind of strange to me.
Not many are using the Lightning Network yet. It's mostly SegWit. So Lightning Network is built on top of SegWit, and SegWit's built on top of the Bitcoin platform. So SegWit was required to enact Lightning, and SegWit's growing quite a bit. I think the exchanges have now, like Coinbase, have now adopted SegWit. So as that grows, we'll see the Lightning Network grow with it. But mostly, I think the advance is just due to SegWit, segregated witness, at this point.
So what's our news?
So, yes, we don't have much news, as I said earlier. I looked through the news this week, and I didn't find a whole lot of interest, to me anyway. I have kind of specific tastes, but if there is any specific news areas that viewers are interested in, please comment and let me know, and I can try to cover that better, particularly on slow news weeks like this. So the first item we have is Vermont's pilot program completes first U.S. all blockchain real estate transaction. Now, I could be wrong, and this article doesn't state for sure, but I don't think this transaction was paid for with cryptocurrency. I believe it was purely just a deed transfer, the deeds and the information for the titles and all that transferred via the blockchain. But just read through the first couple paragraphs here. South Burlington, Vermont's pilot program, made in cooperation with global blockchain real estate marketplace Propi Incorporated, has completed the first completely blockchain-based real estate deed in the United States. Financial blog Zero Hedge reported this on Thursday, March the 8th. An unnamed source at Propi told Zero Hedge that the first totally blockchain-based real estate transaction in the U.S. had been completed, making the city of South Burlington a global blockchain leader. So some of this is just, Propi, putting out a bit of a press release, trying to get some attention to themselves, I'm sure. But yeah, it is quite interesting. There are several companies now, like Propi, trying to do this. and I think we're going to see a lot more. This is the transfer or the conversion from a lot of bureaucracies now in government. Here's an opportunity for governments to really pare down their bureaucracies and adopt blockchain and smart contract systems to manage a lot of things that bureaucrats did before, which is a good thing. Anything that helps to shrink the government is a good thing, in my opinion. So I think we're going to see a lot more of this, and this is just a foot in the door. Actually, just a finger in the door. Not even got the foot in yet. There's so much. We're not talking just a person here. This is like a freaking, massive blue whale or something that's going to go through. So there's a lot yet to come, folks. But this is a really, really good, I think, a big step. Our next item. Despite crackdown on trading, crypto and blockchain in China are alive. China has banned cryptocurrency trading and initial coin offerings in late 2017 and reaffirmed its negative stance towards the market this year. Still, local developers are continuing to introduce innovative blockchain projects on the global stage. In 2018, the Chinese cryptocurrency industry and the market saw a stricter crackdown on cryptocurrency trading initiated by the local government and the People's Bank of China, the country's central bank. In early February, the Chinese government began to block Bitcoin and cryptocurrency-related websites through its Great Firewall, essentially disabling anyone within the country from accessing Bitcoin exchanges and digital asset trading platforms. The government's ban on Bitcoin-related sites and platforms signaled its intent to essentially disallow any cryptocurrency activity within the country, given that the usage of virtual private networks is against the Chinese law. Now, it may be against the Chinese law, and they may block different VPN providers outside of China with their Great Firewall, but it does not stop Tor. The Tor network is used quite a bit within China, and there are many things that, many ways that it can get through the firewall, the Great Firewall. So I reckon that that's one way that the Chinese are still getting through. Overseas transactions and regulatory evasion have resumed. Risks are still there, fueled by illegal issuance and even fraud and pyramid selling, said People's Bank of China independent news publication. Like it's really independent, right? On March 6, 2018, one of China's largest mainstream media outlets in Caixin, I'm probably not pronouncing that right. I believe that's a territory in China, reported that the Chinese government has closed the accounts of cryptocurrency exchanges on WeChat, the most widely used social media platform in China. The social media outlet on OKX, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, with a 1.7 billion daily trading volume, was shut down. However, Chinese exchanges thrive. Despite the strict crackdown on cryptocurrency trading and blockchain-related platforms, former Chinese cryptocurrency exchanges like OKX and Huobi have continued to thrive over the past several months, processing over 1 billion on a daily basis. These formerly Huobi and OKX, formerly two of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the Chinese market prior to the government's ban on cryptocurrency trading, relocated immediately after the ban on cryptocurrency trading was imposed in October 2017 to Hong Kong. Both serve both Chinese investors and international traders. Almost immediately after the two exchanges migrated to Hong Kong, Huobi and OKCoin experienced a massive surge in daily trading volume and demand. So the article goes on. Link will be in the show notes. Basically, despite their efforts to cage the dragon, as in the picture here, they have failed, and I reckon will continue to fail as more people, are looking for ways to secure their wealth and to get involved in trading in the burgeoning crypto markets. And the only way to do that is, I guess, to use illegal software. I guess Tor is probably illegal software in China. And so to do that and to find people that they can trade with locally in their communities. But they really can't stop it, folks. They can slow it down, but they can't stop it. And that's the important point there. Our next news item is actually a bit of an ICO discussion as well. It's a Vienna University of Technology to launch multi-blockchain transfer system. So Bitpanda, now it just says here, Bitpanda, an Austrian trading platform for cryptocurrencies. I'm not sure how large an exchange they are. I have an account with them, and they sent me an email about this the other day. Oh, that's interesting. So they're partnering. Bitpanda is partnering with the Vienna University of Technology to develop an open source platform called Pantos for real-time arbitrage trading between different blockchain tokens. Now this is like doing atomic swaps. That's what it's about. So it's basically something like what the Lightning Network is, that allows off-chain transactions to occur. This will allow off-chain transactions to occur between multiple blockchains, but in a very decentralized manner. And that's amazing and awesome, and will facilitate trade between cryptocurrencies in a major way if they can pull this off. So in partnership with the Vienna University of Technology, researchers from the Research Institute for Future Crypto Economics in Austria are also participating in the project. So it's at least a three-way collaboration. The research project, called Pantos, aims to solve the problem of the increasing fragmentation of blockchain tokens and to allow worthwhile transfers of tokens over several blockchains for the first time. Bitpanda announced in its press release on Wednesday, March 7th. This will enable traders to capitalize on price differences between pairs of digital currencies on one single platform.
That should stabilize the prices.
Yeah, it should help. It should definitely help, and also reduce fees quite a bit too, I think. So
yeah, anytime you get the spread reduced, that tends to go and help stabilize a lot of the prices on exchanges, so that should be good.
Yeah. The Pantos system will be financed by using an initial coin offering limited to 1,500 Bitcoin, about 14.8 million. So it says limited. That means that that's a hard cap. So they're not looking for a lot for really such a complicated project. I mean, it's not going to be easy to do this, I think. But so 14.8 million at press time for a new token called Pan. As the Bitpanda makers emphasize in the announcement, the ICO will not serve to fund a new startup, but to finance the development of technology, which afterwards can be freely used through open source licenses. Pantos will initially be launched on the Ethereum platform. Support for the cryptocurrencies Bitcoin, Litecoin, Lisk, Komodo, and Wave will follow shortly thereafter. Pantos is not the first blockchain-based project for Vienna University of Technology. At the end of November 2017, in a project called EtherTrust, the research group Security and Privacy, led by Professor Matteo Maffei, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, Maffei, published work that improves the security of smart contracts for the cryptocurrency Ethereum. There are several German universities and research institutions which are currently exploring the use of blockchain. That seems like a bit of a random insert in there. In March 2018, the Institute for Industrial Management, FIR, and the RWTH Aachen University, Fraunhofer FIT, and Demofabrik Aachen will begin a joint study on blockchain for industrial applications under the leadership of Kex AG, a technology and market information provider. I think that's a different project, so I'm not sure what what's that doing in there. But yes, so this ICO, Pantos ICO, starts in a few days, actually. I'm sure you can find information on that. I'll put links to information on that ICO in the show notes. But it looks like it could be a really good one. They're not asking for much money up front, and the potential for this seems pretty significant. So, yeah, that would tend to make you think that it could go up quite a bit. So it could be a good coin to get involved with, and this seems like the people involved are, trustworthy. There's several groups. It's a collaboration, and it's got a university involved. So I reckon, it's got some good people behind it. So that's all we have for news this week. As I said, it was a bit of a short news week. The next topic, of course, is the MAIDSAFE update. And so there have been a few interesting things this week. One fairly big announcement, which leads the highlight. The big news this week is the announcement of MAIDSAFE's partnership with Identillect Technologies Corporation. You can read more about the collaboration on the forum and Medium, and I'm going to go through that here in a minute, but I'll go through the other highlights first, and then we'll go and have a look about what that partnership is about. The next item, the Indian office is running a hackathon on the 15th of March 2018 to attract graduate developers from one of Chennai's top colleges. We've launched a website to promote the event being held at, oh my word, Venkateshwara College. Third item here, Saturday, March the 10th sees the second meetup of the Kuala Lumpur group. Doug Campbell, I believe he's one of the marketing people at MAIDSAFE, will be calling into the meeting via Skype, and we are looking forward to an interesting chat with the community. Number 4, the front-end team recently published a new version of SafeNode app, which upgrades the native SafeApp library to the latest available version. Number 5, the Safe client library team is getting back to Java bindings and working together with the front-end team to fix some of the issues that they have discovered. Number 6, the routing team is currently focused on implementing a push-pull gossip protocol and carrying out evaluation work on that. I believe we may have mentioned the gossip protocol last week. Have a look at the last week's episode if you want to know a bit more about that, or look on the forum. There's a topic there on the gossip protocol they're developing, which looks quite innovative. Gossip protocols are meant to nodes to communicate with each other. And the last highlight this week, a few members of the routing team have also been working in the background on improving the asynchronicity of our consensus ordering algorithm for data chains. So, yeah, let's have a look at this Identillect. Oh, no, that's something else. Here we go. Zip to the top. Try to zip to the top. Get to the top here. Now, it looks like I didn't have the link open. Let's try their blog. There we go. Thought I did. I had something else open instead. So MAIDSAFE enters into licensing agreement with Identillect. I'm just going to read the article here. Here at MAIDSAFE, we're building the world's first and only autonomous data and communications network in which all data will be encrypted and secured by default. There's the key there, as opposed to ad hoc later on like our current internet is. It's my bit in there, just cutting in. Returning to the article, this is cutting-edge technology that will be open for anyone in the world to use. We're passionate about what we're building because we're focused on solving so many of the problems that we all experience with the current internet. With their focus on solving very real problems, we're happy to announce a partnership today with Identillect Technologies Corp. This link to the press release. During our journey, we've seen increasing interest from a number of businesses that are keen to explore the benefits of using safe network technology to help them with very real opportunities to help customers in their own markets. They're enthusiastic about a couple of things in particular. First, the fact that we're constantly working on our technology with the help of a large community of testers. Secondly, the fact that we are already at the stage with our current Alpha 2 release of being able to provide secure access to a network using the Safe browser, in addition to providing mobile platform support. Identillect is a company based in California and the leading provider of the email encryption service Delivery Trust. Now those words are in caps, so that must be the name of the service, Delivery Trust, which empowers businesses to protect their business and customers' critical information. The licensing agreement that we've signed with Identillect enables them to use and distribute an enterprise version of MAIDSAFE's decentralized network for clients that require this additional level of security. With the self-configuring decentralized safe network, they will be able to offer increased security to their clients as the network works by securing their data, by automatically splitting it into chunks, carrying out self-encryption, and then storing the data at random locations that are selected by the network. In addition, the partnership will explore the implications for this improved network security in relation to the impending General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. We see this as a great match because Identillect is continually focused on developing the most comprehensive security products on the market through a variety of partnerships. It has already created innovative email security solutions and secure scanning technology which focus on enhancing audit verification and protection. Combine that with the SAFE network, which provides state-of-the-art levels of data security and privacy, and it's a natural fit. We're looking forward to seeing how this relationship with Identillect develops, and it's yet more validation that what we've created to date already solves many of the problems faced by modern enterprises. So, wow, yeah, I was really surprised. I saw this, I think I saw the press release came into my inbox. And yeah, this was a big surprise. I didn't know about this. And we could see a lot more of these sort of things. And presumably, MAIDSAFE is getting a fee because Identillect is licensing MAIDSAFE software. So this is going to help fund MAIDSAFE continue on its development. I suppose that they've got a few sources of funding now. So it's just further, evidence that they're going to have the money to keep going on with it. And it's also evidence that other companies really value what they're doing, which, companies don't generally buy into things, invest in things, and license things that they think aren't worth their time. So this should be really a strong validation for what MAIDSAFE is doing. And boy, given the price of MAIDSAFE tokens these days, great buying opportunity if you're looking for a real stable long-term value proposition to hodl in. So that's all I've got to say for Made this week. There's lots more in the update as usual, and I've linked the update in the show notes. Do you have any last thoughts, Mike?
I thought that was pretty cool, interesting development. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some more progress towards our release dates and stuff. And every update is usually good news, it seems like. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, things are happening and continue to happen. So that's all we have for today, folks. I'd like to thank both our viewers and my co-host for joining me today. We hope you found the episode informative and helpful. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share our video with others. Tune in next week for another interesting episode. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good one, all.
Bye.